episode 13. Joined today by my good homie Justin. Thank you for being here.
Glad to be here.
Dude, it's so funny that I sent the link and Google's like, "Oh, this is definitely some garbage. Let me just send this right to the spam folder."
Like I clicked, I clicked on the message in the folder. They're like, "Yo, this seems dangerous. Are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah, it's just a regular email."
Like, I don't know what fucking viruses this is what fucking virus this kid's sending you, but you might want to rethink it.
Yeah, the fucking mess.
Yeah, it
Don't.
just knows. It knows that I've never sent anything quality out into the internet.
Yeah,
It's like this is just full garbage.
it's just shit, long form shit posting.
Dude, in one of my I'm in this class right now called digital cultures, and me and this other kid had to do a presentation on trolling and shit posting and the alt-right on social media. Fucking preposterous. Like there's nothing, like there's honestly no bigger troll than having to explain what that is to like a group of kids and a professor that's like, oh yeah, meme culture, I get it.
Yeah, it's like you can't explain that shit to someone who's not like extremely online.
Yeah, like you either like really have, like you can't explain like a shit post meme that's just like a blurry image of some weird shit
Yeah, like
and
a
be
blurry Pepe with like the OK symbol.
yeah, like you either just understand that it's garbage or you don't.
Yeah, for real.
Another
Uh,
person, they had to explain like each topic. Like one of the first weeks it was just some like Latin chick. She was like, yeah, so black Twitter. I was like, this doesn't seem like your realm of expertise.
yeah, it's like, what do you? You're not a part of it.
Yeah, you're just not, like, for so many reasons you're not a part of it.
Observe it.
That chick was trying to say that I was racist too, because I said oh yeah, I mean, I use like, was basically saying like, oh, if you're like a white person or a not black person that uses like gifs of black people, then you're just like perpetuating stereotypes. And I was like, no, I'm not. Like, I just like using the gif.
I've
But
seen that shit. Like they call it like digital blackface.
yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Yeah, it's like this shit has gone too far.
Yeah, it's like you're just grasping at something to be pissed about.
It's like you can't even be friends with a black person at this point.
Yeah, without being like racist, like somehow.
Yeah, like blackface by association.
Yeah. Makes no fucking sense. What have what else has been going on? How's like the music stuff?
Music stuff. I mean, I started rapping as you saw.
Yeah, dude, I fuck with it. I'm glad you got back into it. You were one of the few people that I was actually like naturally um like musically inclined,
Yeah, yeah.
that could actually like pick it up and kind of just like roll with it.
Yeah, for real. I mean, we were in that fucking group chat when I first started playing with like, Evan Fensker.
Dude, he hit me up the other day.
Really? What do you say?
He was asking me about, remember that Eddie Van Halen guitar I had, like the green one?
Oh yeah, that shit was tight.
Dude, he was like, "Oh, dude, what's up with that?" And I don't even know if you know that shit got stolen freshman year.
What? From the
Yeah, yeah, dude. Cause
damn.
I just like total bonehead move. When I was moving out, I just left like real quick, and I asked one of my friends. I was like, "Oh, can you just like hold on to all my shit?" And like I organized that like the day I was leaving, so I just left all my stuff in the hallway and was just banking on him grabbing it.
Oh,
So
damn,
that could have just been taken by anyone.
that's tough. Damn. Wait, speaking of guitars, I just fucking the other day drunkenly knocked over the SG and cracked the fucking thing. I don't even know what to do with it.
Yeah, I don't know how well the people at Guitar Center are equipped to handle that sort of injury to an instrument.
Yeah, it's like it's belligerent. It's like, do I just glue it? I don't know.
I feel like that's the only option.
Yeah,
Dude,
but
that'd be so funny to bring in and you're just like, oh, so what do you need done? You need like new strings on it? Uh-huh.
who
Like
wants it?
you undo the case and the head just droops out over it.
Yeah, it's like in two pieces. I'm like, all right, so I got the headstock. I don't think a lot of splinters came off. Like maybe we could line it up.
Just looks like the shittiest jack in the box in the world that just fucking flops back and forth.
Yeah, but I've been wanting a new guitar bad anyway. I really want like a jazz master.
That'd be sick. I really want to get a new Telecaster.
Yeah, I love Telecasters too. But yeah, so maybe it's time. But I can't just leave this one as is. I gotta do something with it.
Yeah, you could just mess around with it. Just like rip the whole neck off and put on something new.
Yeah, but I haven't even been playing it. I've just been making beats and shit.
I feel that. Dude, this one time I went to I think it was like when I was visiting SF for like the first time for school. We went to the Guitar Center for some reason, and I went in like the little bass section just to like mess around. Like I know, like I wasn't doing anything. I was just playing it as if, like how you fucking go there and try the instruments. Like the whole reason the store's there.
Yeah.
So I was playing it for like a minute, and this guy comes in just huffing and puffing. He was like, "Hey, you're wearing out the strings." And I was like, "What?" Dude, they're like cables like this thick. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm not fucking slapping it.
Not a valid concern.
Not a valid one at all, dude.
If that's your concern, then get new strings when you get the bass.
Yeah, for real. Or just like your Guitar Center, no? Put on some new, like it seems like you have a plethora of strings available.
Yeah, it seems like people play the instruments that are out for people to play.
Like, yeah, I never actually, like, when I need a new guitar, I just kind of look at it and imagine the sounds coming from it.
I actually just order it online, just the blind. Just
I don't even like, yeah, I don't even look.
I could never do that. But
Me, oh, I mean, I could maybe do that if I had just like dumb money to spend and I was just like, that looks cool.
oh, I mean, yeah, if I had like a wall of guitars, then yeah, may as well add
Hmm.
another.
I've always wanted, like, if I ever like won the lottery for like a stupid amount of money, I've always wanted to go into a Guitar Center, like pick one up, just like noodle around on it for a minute, and then just start fucking smashing it, and be like, yeah, that sounds good. That's what I wanted.
Wait, that's actually completely changing what I would do if I won the lottery. It would just be like public destruction that I could
Yeah,
after the fact. Just like let me get real evil and just become a villain.
yeah, but like one that kind of pays his dues after.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll even like add on extras. Like it's gonna be a nicer guitar store after I fuck it up.
Yeah, just like, oh, you destroy one, like I'm just gonna buy this whole wall now.
Yeah, you can't even be mad. If you're mad, I'm gonna get even madder because I just
Yeah,
did an amazing thing for this
you're
store.
just like, I can play this game all day. Like,
Like you want to raise the price, I can do it.
it's like I have weapons of destruction in my car. I could take down your store.
I'm weaponizing my wealth. Don't you see?
When this is all over, just like I have COVID darts ready to go. Don't fuck with me.
The funniest thing about this COVID shit is like these people with just like freedom boners that think like coronavirus is taking something from them. They're just like,
Yeah.
I'd be willing to die to get the economy back on track. Like, let's get everyone back to work now.
It's like you don't realize that like the 100 likes that you got on that tweet on Twitter is by people spread out all across the world. Like you don't have an army.
Yeah, and it's like you don't even need that. You want to die to like save the market? Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, like I don't think your BB gun and pickup truck are gonna do like when it comes to the government, you lose, like in general.
Yeah, that's
Did you
wild.
see that one picture? It was someone photoshopped it, but they put like, or did you to begin with see that they were filling in Venice Beach, they were filling in the skate park with like sand.
Nah.
Yeah, well, they're doing that just so like people can't fucking skate there. But someone photoshopped a picture of a guy with a skateboard in front of the bulldozer, and then put it next to the Tiananmen Square photo where the guy's in front of the tanks.
One for the books.
Just like what an asshole comparison to make.
Yeah. Like this is a one to one. These two things are the same.
Yeah, just like this is really close. Like if you're stupid enough to think like, damn, like this is just communism happening. Like you just don't get how diseases work clearly.
Yeah, it's like no one's doing anything to anyone. It's a virus.
Yeah. And I feel like the amount of people that have gone out and either gotten like arrested or fined were people that were doing like really extra shit. Like it'll be big groups of people going out trying to get hammered. Like if you just walk your dog, you're fine.
Yeah, yeah. But do you see like in other countries, like in South America, they're like beating your ass if you're on the street after five.
I
Like
could see that.
like
Like the
they're viciously
Philippines.
sprinting inside. Oh, the Philippines is probably just like a headshot if you're outside at all.
Yeah, dude, you're just walking around with your friend, just like, yo, you have a red dot on your head. Oh shit! And then you just drop.
Yeah, they're just like they'll kill like suspected drug dealers over there.
Yeah, dude, they'll end you, Duterte.
Really wild.
I heard some quote from him about the whole thing. I think it was literally like, it was basically like, don't get caught outside. Like that's all I'm gonna say. Like, just don't get caught, and you'll be fine.
So bad. You're gonna wish you were dead if I see you outside.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's not like that place is so great to be anyway.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't look like a. I would choose America if given the choice.
Easily. Have you seen I don't know why I don't know if it's like a recent thing, but I keep seeing pictures and memes of that like no neck guy.
Oh, that dude from 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I saw like one clip of it where he goes to the Philippines with to meet the chick, dude, and he's just sweating his ass off.
oh my god, that show is ridiculous, dude. Have you ever like watched full episodes of it?
I haven't seen that, but I have seen full episodes of Wife Swap. I like that show.
Oh, I've never seen Wife Swap. I need to get into it. I'm trying to get more into brain dead reality TV. That's
Same.
the shit's so
Same, dude. I like just seeing the scourge of America just relate to one another.
yeah. I watched like 4 seasons of this British show called like Love Island. Have you heard of that?
Nah, I'll look it up though.
It's like you shouldn't even watch it. I don't recommend it. But it's like a dating show. It's just like a bunch of hot dumb people that like fall in love with each other in like 2 days. And then if that person like changes their mind after the 2 days, they're like, "You cheated on me." It's like you're not dating. What?
Dude, their like delusions of grandeur for love are like out of this world.
And they're like, it's love at first sight.
It's like love at first sight. You can't even look in a mirror without it cracking.
Yeah.
Dude, if you like those, you definitely have to watch Amazing Race. That's one of my go-tos. Like there's nothing like just seeing like
I have one thing in my
go for it.
bad. And then
No
she just
worries.
like hello like 5 times and then wait, I'm gonna count them. Yeah, 6 times. She said hello 6 times in a row and then called. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah,
It was
like
like,
do you have red receipts on?
no,
Yeah, I never do.
there's no need.
I don't get why people keep those on.
I would never. That's bold.
That is bold, especially the amount of times I check things and I'm just like, nope.
Yeah, when I check something, I'm just like, not right now, Jesus.
Yeah. Or not even like going into the message, like where you just see it pop up and you're just like, nah.
Yeah, it's just like fuck it. I don't care.
Like that seems like something later me is gonna have to deal with.
Yeah, Raider D gets a lot of shit.
Dude, in the moment me is a dick.
Yeah, the moment he only cares about himself.
Yeah, such an asshole.
Does not care about others whatsoever.
The amount of times I've woken up like at my apartment in San Francisco and then just like looked at like the trash left around. I'm just like, oh, what an asshole I was. Like I
Yeah,
hate this guy.
yeah, I'll just let shit pile up. Or just like, hey, you have 10 assignments to do in one day, and you had like a week to do all of
Yeah, you just chuckle as you like scroll past it.
them. Yeah,
You're
which
just
by
like, Mike on Tuesday is gonna hate this.
yeah, but I've just been since school's been like transferred to online. Like I've just been neglecting neglecting the like
Same.
I've been to actually one Zoom class total.
It's been like a month.
But it's
Jesus.
like all my classes are pass fail, and it's like if you aren't gonna fail me, I doubt it.
That's true.
There's
Are
just
they have they at least like have your professors like been pretty lax with like assignments and stuff?
yeah, because it's like the thing is like at UR most of the majors don't really make sense online. Like they don't really translate. Like my recording class is teaching me how to use a specific studio so I can make good recordings in there and get paid
Yeah.
to record other people. And it's like we're no longer using the studio. Now the
Hmm.
final assignment is the final assignment is literally just to make a song, any song.
So
It's
done pretty much.
just like, yeah, I'm not making a new song for it. I'm just I already emailed him. I was like, I don't have recording equipment. Even if I did, my guitar isn't really functional. So like, I'm just gonna make a beat and record a verse with my iPhone. And he was like, it is what it is.
That's legit. It's just like, yeah, my guitar is in half.
My guitar is in the shop.
Gonna tune up real quick.
Gonna need a minute.
Oh, dude, you know what I've been getting back into?
What's that?
Vinyl.
Vinyl? What you been getting?
Dude, the thing is like it kind of sucks because I want to go to like a store and like check some stuff out. Like buy some new things. Like I've just been going through where the fuck, dude, check this one out. This was one that I had from like a while ago.
Oh, what's that?
It's just a collection of disco songs.
Oh shit, that's tight.
And dude, look at the best part. Like, hold up. It's a instructional line dance for how to do the hot chocolate. For the
Oh, have you tried it? Does it work?
I have given it a shot, but the thing is, it's kind of hard to translate reading into dancing. Like when you're
Yeah,
just
I don't
kicked
think that
back,
would work in a non-video. Like,
like it's weird because you literally have to be standing with this giant fucking thing open and trying to do like steps. It's stupid.
the
But dude, it's fun too because like just today I was about to like lose my fucking mind because we have the Tesla now. Like my parents got that for some reason.
yeah,
Yeah, so that's like the only car I can drive because since all this thing started, like all the other cars need like oil changes like beyond badly. So
um,
like every once in a while I just like go out for just like a drive to get out of the house.
yeah.
But the thing is the car is so fucking futuristic. You can only connect your phone through Bluetooth. And today, like, it just kept connecting and disconnecting my phone every like 5 seconds, and I was ready to just crash the car. Like, I was so fucking frustrated.
Oh, that when there's something getting in the way of you listening to music, because like it's usually just like you hit a button and music plays. So it's that is the most infuriating thing.
Yeah, like it's I was on like a warpath when I was driving. I was ready to just start ramming into people.
Yeah, I feel that. Feel that.
I I would have just gotten out of a silent car covered in blood. They're just like, "What happened, sir?" "No fucking Bluetooth."
Then it starts playing, and it's like
Yeah.
shit. It's like fucking low key.
Yeah, you run over like 3 people, the cops start shooting at you as you just bleed out. It finally is like, Bluetooth connected.
But damn, what else have you been listening to?
Dude, I feel like I've pretty much returned to all the old shit I used to listen to, like in like for sophomore and junior year. I was pretty much like I just got deep into fucking like new age rap for some reason. Like especially after we started making, I just got way too into that
Oh yeah,
to the point where I was just acting like a douche. But I
yeah.
feel like but I feel like I've pretty well returned to just like I listen to like exclusively now like the same shit I would listen to like in high school.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
You know what I've been actually the only like rap that I've been listening to recently is like old like 90s stuff.
Like who?
I started listening to the Roots a lot, Mob Deep, every like every member of like Wu Tang and just their like individual albums and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, Ghostface goes crazy.
Yeah, big dude, fucking Ragu, Raekwon and Ghostface United. Ragu.
Wait, speaking of fucking Ghostface, do you listen to West Side Gun? Basically like a Ghostface impersonator.
I've heard of him, but I don't think I've heard too many tracks.
He just dropped an album. It's pretty good.
Here,
It's
I'm gonna
called.
look it up. I'm gonna look it up real fast because I probably recognize just like the album art. Let me
You would
see.
recognize him because you listen to like Benny the Butcher, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen this album. Okay.
Yeah, he's associated with those guys.
Yeah, I saw like Joey Badass was on a song, and Benny the Butcher was on one too.
Yeah, that song has like Joey Badass and Tyler the Creator. The beat's great, but I can't listen to Tyler the Creator rap. Look, I just can't listen to
What?
it.
Why?
Sorry.
Wait, say it again.
It's too gay. I'm sorry. Like it's
All I can
not.
think about him is in the studio just wiping jizz off his mouth before a verse.
Yeah, like I'm not throwing around the word. Like it's literally just describing gay acts. Like,
He just is like it's just a fact at this point.
yeah, it's like I don't really want to hear any rapper go into any detail about their sex. Like
That'd
what's
be
specific? It's like relax.
yeah, like no one really cares.
Yeah.
That'd be great if he really just went heavy with it in his rhymes. To the point where it's just like uncomfortable to like listen to.
No, there's this one rapper. His name is like Kid Ken. He goes like I don't listen to him, but like every line of his songs is like overtly gay. But like the flows are crazy and the beats are hard. It's like damn.
You're just
like,
listening to it like, ah, shit,
he's
ah,
just
okay.
like, oh, he's kind of going. Like it's not really for me, but
Yeah. Oh man. What? Oh, you know what I meant to ask you too. Do you listen to or like the Smiths?
oh, bro, I fuck with the Smiths.
Getting into them heavy.
Yeah, you know what the
My
best Smith song is?
what?
It had opened my eyes.
I can't open. I don't think I even know that one.
Ooh, it's on Hatful of Hollow, that compilation album.
I'm gonna save it. What's it called again?
This night has opened my eyes.
Oh, wait a minute. I do know that song. I thought you said I can't open my eyes.
Oh
I'm a
no.
I'm a big fan of Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now.
Oh, I love that song. I love that song.
Great tracks. My dude, definitely. Oh, one sec. Dude, definitely as good as the songs are and as much as I can get into them, going back to the gay thing, one of the most queer looking frontmen a band could ever have.
Oh, oh, Morrissey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Morrissey is like an all-around piece of shit. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, he's a fucking lunatic. But dude, that's the thing. Like people like him, even like Michael Jackson, weirdos, but they know how to throw a song together.
Oh, for sure. I mean, when I see pictures of Michael Jackson, like when he was nearing the end, I'm like, that was a real person. His face really looked like that.
Like that's not just a poorly made melting Madame Tussauds figure. That's a
Yeah.
being.
For some reason, it never hit me that he was like wearing a wig. I thought that was like his hair.
I never even noticed that. I gotta look him up now.
Yeah. I saw a picture of him recently, and it was like he was obviously wearing a wig. I mean, he definitely straightened his real hair.
Oh yeah, definitely around like the end. 100%.
Yeah.
Dude.
Wait, do you remember? Me and Peter were talking about this. There was like a picture going around of Michael Jackson when we were younger, where there was like, it was just a picture of him like near the end. There was like a hole where his nose was. It was
Yeah, I've seen that.
yeah, I can't find it anywhere online. Like I thought Michael Jackson No Nose would bring it up, but like nothing brings it up. It was
Oh
so
my
weird.
god, you're right. I just searched it.
Yeah, it's like it's been wiped from the internet, but three people have acknowledged its existence, so I know it's a real image.
Yeah, no, I've definitely seen. I'm pretty sure that that picture to begin with was pretty fake. Like, I don't think he ever had like just a gaping hole in his face. I always just think like,
Yeah, like as an adult, I think it was Photoshop, but I should still be able to find it.
agreed. Oh, dude, I think it was like last year. Um, I was watching. It was like I think it was like me, Zach, and Mackay. We're at someone's house. Have you watched Atlanta?
Oh yeah, it's a great show.
Do you know the Teddy Perkins episode or whatever?
Uh, I've only seen every episode once, but like I vaguely.
You'd remember it. It's the one where Darius goes to the guy's house and it's basically like Michael Jackson.
Oh! I remember that. I
Yeah,
remember what that guy looked like.
dude, fucking terrifying,
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Oh my god.
dude. Because they had both seen it before me, and the episode was coming on. They were like, "Oh, just get ready," and I was like, "For what?" They're like, "Get ready." And then he opens the door, and I just went like, "Whoa!" Like, fuck.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch that. It's been a while. That came
It's
out
a
like
good show,
I think. When did that come out? Like
dude. It came out a while ago. Like that show's been out for a while.
that's what it feels like.
Let me look it up. I'm curious now. Atlanta TV show. 2016. Yeah.
Damn. Oh damn. That was a while ago at this point.
It's only
Holy
2 seasons.
yeah, that's probably done. Have you heard of this like fucking Lil Dicky show? I haven't seen it. It just looks like a white version of Atlanta, basically.
I've watched it, dude. It's not bad. Like it's worth a watch.
Really?
Just because like he makes fun of himself enough. Like he's like funny. Like he makes the script. Like even if it doesn't have to do with like the rapping aspect of it, like it's almost like there's just good like comedy in it that has nothing to do with anything else.
No, I mean I will admit my first. I mean I really can't stand his music anymore. But when I first discovered Lil Dicky, I was like, he's pretty funny.
Yeah, like I'm the thing is like you can only have that niche for so long of being like, yeah, I'm the Jewish white guy. I talk about like goofy shit in my songs. Like, okay, I don't want to bump that 24/7. Like,
Like I don't even want to hear one album of that. Like you get
yeah,
one music video, and that's it. You gotta figure something else out.
You know what? Totally. Not that I ever even like listened to him, but the thing that turned me off of him in general was that fucking like "We Are the World" song.
I consciously made a point to never hear that song ever. I've never heard it, but it's ridiculous. I know the
I
concept.
Yeah, I watched like 2 seconds of like the video, and it was like, "We're all here together. We just need to work together and make the planet great." And I was like, "Shut up, shut up, shut up."
Yeah, that's literally something.
That's literally like the prequel to that dumbass Gal Gadot singing Imagine thing with all the celebrities.
Oh, that shit was so insufferable. It's like who the fuck wants to see this?
Like, cool, dude. Like, fuck all of you people,
Yes, I I hate that
dude.
shit.
That's what
Celebrities,
I.
like, people just seeing them is like special.
Yeah, just like, look, I'm just like, you can see me. Don't you feel better? Like, no,
What?
you're an asshole.
It's like it's me. What I'm doing doesn't actually matter. It matters that it's me.
Yeah, dude. The thing that I like those there's the celebrities that do that kind of shit, and they're just like, it's all of us together. But the one that I love is like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Do you follow him on social media?
So,
Dude, because he gives no fucks. He'll just be like, I'm here in my pool with my donkeys. We are enjoying life. And I'm like, this guy gives no fucks.
that shit's so hard.
Like, that's how you gotta like go about it. You can't be like, no, I'm just like you. Like, you're not.
Yeah, it's like, what are you gonna? Just keep it real. It's like, what are you gonna fake care? If you really care, open your purse.
Yeah. Like, come move in next to me and donate a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, or just openly don't care, and that's also fine, I guess.
Yeah, because no one needs to hear from you unless it's the thing that you actually do, like making a movie or something.
Yeah, it's like you made a couple good movies. What the fuck do you know about politics?
Or anything. Just like you're so far removed from normal just like life in America and like the average things that people do.
Yeah, like we're just incompatible fundamentally.
Yeah, like they've been like fucking rewired.
Yeah, which I would love to be just rewired as just an ultra wealthy person.
Yeah, just I want to have that mentality, but as a totally broke guy.
Yeah. Just like who cares? I'm rich. There's like this was overdrawn like $8. You're like fuck these broke boys. I don't.
You're trying to get like a small fry from McDonald's, like, sir, your card's been declined 4 times. Can you try another? I'm like, let me call my accountant.
Yeah.
Let me fix this mess.
This is. Do you know who I am?
I am. You just start like snapping for people to come to you, and just no one's doing anything.
You're just like fries, fries. Let's go.
Just fucking to the point where just everyone's just kicking you out of places. Just like, do you know who I am? No. They're just like, who are you?
And you just have one expensive outfit that you bought. You had money, so it's like you look the part, but your card just does not go through, and you do not have any cash.
Like, you have a nice outfit, but it's one where like if you look close enough, it's really just dingy and kind of shitty.
It's knockoff.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Just
just
like, oh,
what?
do you see that guy come in with that Armani suit? Like, yeah, was that pocket on upside down? Like,
Yeah, that guy's basically an AliExpress model. Just a complete joke.
dude, have you seen now? In stores they'll have the like the different sized mannequins.
I haven't really seen that now.
I went into Target recently just to like we were
Only
getting some.
plus size, like
Yeah.
yeah, I see that.
Like, who were those for?
Well, I think it's like plus size clothing, like a brand that caters towards. I don't know.
Dude, I want to go to that factory that makes those. I wonder like I just want to know what that process is like. How they just said to get new molds in for the plus sized fucking mannequins.
There's like a 3D model, or does someone just sculpt that? Oh,
Yeah,
boom, sculpt that.
dude. I heard this one guy talking about how shit like that basically was like, yeah, everything needs to be like sexy now. Like everyone just has to be sexy. Like, yeah, I want to be a model with no feet. Like like you're just like that's the exact opposite of what they're going for.
No feet. Just
or
want to.
um or like, oh yeah, we just need like more disabled people in Hollywood. Like, you know,
Uh,
it's acting, right? Like,
yeah, yeah. It's like I see that shit. It's like I see where you're coming from. I feel you, but there's a reason it is the way that it is.
yeah, it's like, well, like I get it, but can they act? Like, it's not acting; it's just a documentary at that point.
Like if they could act, there are roles for them for sure. But
Yeah,
like if they can, but it's
like
like
there's
it's gonna be like just an action movie, like fucking
yeah, some guy just wheeling through, mowing people down.
like No Country for Old Men, but like the killer guy's in a wheelchair. Like it's just like that.
Or one of the guys just has like a severe, like third-degree burn on his face.
It's like they're gonna have to write that into the story. It's like if they'll acknowledge that they have to write it into the story and you can't just ignore it, then I will concede, I guess.
Yeah, then I'll go see it and I'll be like, fine. At least they made it like realistic,
Yeah, but it's like, we're not
like
gonna
a
let it.
like a horror movie or some shit where like the killer's like trying to hunt someone down, and then when they finally have them pinned down, they're just horribly deformed, and they're just like, oh shit, like never mind.
Nah, they just panic killing and just out of fear. They're just like, oh fuck.
Fuck. It's like, let me just rid this thing.
They're like, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. That was scary.
Yeah, it's just like a random person they're not even trying to kill.
Yeah, it's like the whole movie is they're trying to kill this one guy, and then a deformed person just comes up on them and they kill that person instead.
By accident. There's like, oh shit, they just empty an entire like clip on a guy.
They're just looking at him. He's like still panting. Like he could still be saved. He's like, ah, fucking gross, and just puts a knuckle up in his head.
He just does the thing where you just like touch him from a distance, like, ugh.
Credits just roll. Ugh.
Dude, I was just watching that movie Us. Have you seen that? The Jordan Peele movie?
Oh shit, I still haven't seen that. I still haven't seen
Not bad. Worth a watch.
that. Yeah, I've seen mixed reviews. I didn't know if it was worth a watch, but I'll check it out.
It's definitely it's ambitious. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, because like from what I've seen, it sounds like there's too many plot elements thrown at the audience.
Yeah, I feel like after the first movie, he tried to just do like way too much conceptual shit.
Yeah, yeah,
But the thing is, when you do that, like, and when you watch the movie and really pay attention, you just realize like this makes no fucking sense. Like, how would any of this happen?
yeah. I despise intentionally confusing movies.
Yeah, agreed.
Like that shit. I really hate that shit.
Dude, I just saw this one my friend told me about. It's on Netflix. It's called The Platform.
Oh shit, what's it about?
First off, what I didn't know, Spanish movie dubbed in English. So it's real hard to get over the mouths not matching.
Why why dub? I would rather read subtitles every time.
Yeah, the thing, like, I didn't even think of that. Like, I watched it, and right when it started with English, I knew it was like fucked up, but just hearing it, I was like, oh, like fuck it, like I don't want to just switch to Spanish. I've already heard some of my own tongue.
True, true.
But the whole thing is like it's the most heavy-handed like thing. Like it's a prison, and each like and instead of like cells, it's just levels. So on one platform there'll be like two people, then above it there'll be another one, and there's just like this elevator sized hole that just runs through them, and it's like 200 stories or some shit like that. And like the whole thing of it is like the people at the very top. Oh, dude, it's so confusing. But the reason there's a hole in the middle is because that's where their food comes down on. And
Oh,
so it starts off on the first floor, and there's enough food that if you portion it and like you take only what you're allotted, it will get down to the very bottom floor and everyone will have it. But the
oh,
thing is, like, oh, all the greedy people are up top and they're just going to eat it. So that way the people on level 300 are just going to have to kill each other and like eat each other and shit like that.
that shit fucking stinks, dude. Way to beat the audience on the head with the
Yeah.
with the message.
Yeah, like it's so obvious from the beginning. Like even the guy says it. It's like the ones above are the privileged and the greedy. The ones below perish. Like, yeah, it's the most obvious society fucking metaphor I've ever heard.
That's the thing about Netflix shit. It's like it is all of their content assumes the audience is brain dead, and just
Yeah, they're just like these retards will eat this up.
it's like there will be like a scene, like even in a good show like Ozark, there will be like a scene where I'm like, oh shit, that was like a subtle callback, but then they'll like explain it like in the
Yeah.
dialogue. It's like you didn't need to do that.
It's like, please stop. It's like when you explain a joke, like you're like, yeah, we and now it's ruined. Like everything you were trying to do is now just fucked.
Oh, it's like now it's bad writing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
now it's just terrible.
But I mean, Ozark is pretty good. I've been watching a Better Call Saul recently. You watch that?
I've seen last year I watched like all of Breaking Bad, and then I watched like the first few episodes of that show. But
I think it's just as good. It's not as like intense. It's like a more of a slow burn vibe.
mm,
Like just the Saul Goodman character is so good.
yeah, I love the actor too, Bob Odenkirk.
Oh, Bob Odenkirk's amazing, dude.
Yeah, he's
Like
hilarious.
generic too.
hmm Dude, he's been a writer on like a lot of different shows.
Really?
Yeah, especially like I think he was like a writer on like The Simpsons.
Oh, damn. He's been around.
Yeah, he's been around like for a while. But the thing was, like, I watched that, like, I started watching it right after Breaking Bad, and I just got like burnt out on the just like the concept in general, on like the entire world of the show.
It's a lot of seasons. Oh, speaking of, the last episode of the season is on right now. I'm about to watch it after this. But I just watched the Breaking Bad movie, El Camino.
Oh yeah, how was that? I heard a lot of mixed things.
It's like unnecessary, but it was always going to be unnecessary. It's like if you're
hmm
craving more of the Breaking Bad world, it's bad, it's good.
Yeah,
Like
like people are just gonna watch it anyway because it was like a great show, but it really didn't need to be done.
like the actor, well, I don't know what his name is. Jesse did a great job in El Camino though.
Oh, Aaron Paul.
Yeah, like he really captured like well, I mean I don't know, it's like that PTSD, but I think that's what it looks like.
hmm Like he really did the meth thing well. Like,
Yeah, yeah, I love how Jesse is just like experiencing abject suffering throughout all of the most.
dude, to be fair, in that show, he makes some bonehead decisions.
He does.
He does some like honestly, if he just does what Walt says, they would have been way better off.
Yeah, for sure. But also like watching Better Call Saul, like it shows how like dumb Walt was kind of like this was like such a smooth operation that was running that he just blew up. It's like
Yeah.
5 seasons of it running smoothly in Better Call Saul, and it's like, damn, like Walt is just erratic. Like you don't know what he's gonna do. There's like not.
Yeah, I mean that was his whole thing, I guess, because he was just fucking cancered up.
Yeah, true. I haven't seen Breaking Bad in a while, but I don't see myself watching it again. I've seen it like twice.
Yeah, that's that and like, did you watch Game of Thrones by any chance?
Fuck Game of Thrones.
I had a feeling you were either gonna say, "Oh yeah," or "Fuck that."
Yeah, it's like I watched an episode and it wasn't good, so I didn't watch any more episodes.
I feel that. Me and my one friend from SF, we watched it together and really got into it.
Mhm.
But that too, like, you can only watch that once every like fucking few years.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you. Yeah, 'cause that's such a specific setting. Like when you're watching other shit, I can see like not just not being into the vibes like all the
Mm-hmm.
time. But
Yeah.
I'm never really into that vibe, to be honest. Well, I don't even know the vibe. What is the vibe? Just dragons and fantasy shit? Like I don't know.
Nah, that's the thing. Like when I first started watching it, like I was like, "Oh, this is just like a medieval show about like some bullshit or whatever." That was the worst description ever of medieval stuff about bullshit.
That's pretty much my idea of the show, even having watched an
Dude,
episode.
it might sound stupid, but the thing that really got me into it was like after you just keep watching it for a little bit, like if you can hunker down and get like a couple episodes in, like the thing is like as weird as like the plot may be, the characters are really good. So like you'll either just start to love certain characters or hate some so much you'll be like, "All right, I got to keep watching until this dude gets his head cut off or some shit."
Oh, okay, I feel you. I feel you.
Like one of my favorite TV moments is basically just when this one character dies because he's such a douche throughout the whole show. So finally, just seeing him get wrecked is so satisfying,
Oh, I love a good death when you just hate a character and they're just wiped off like a little stain.
dude. And they do it. That's the one thing they do it so well in that show. They make it so good.
Yeah. I mean, I might give it another. I mean, but wait, does it take? Is it like the kind of show that takes a full season to get going? Is it like one of those deals? Because I don't put up with that.
That's the thing. Like it's so. First off, the first season is definitely the worst, which is kind of like a bit of a bummer. Like that's the season where it's just like kings and knights and normal medieval type bullshit. But
And
it's like it's the
but,
second and third season where more like fuckery starts happening.
I mean, everyone says it's good. Like it must be good. But I just couldn't get into it when I watched it. But
Like
I am another try.
I just fucking hated it before I even watched it just for like all the hype it got. I was like, no, I just made a moral standpoint to be like, I'm not watching this show because everyone loves it so much.
Yeah, at some point in my life, I was just like, I'm anti nerd shit. Like I was never seen any Star Wars movie or like any Lord of the Rings. I was just like, fuck all of it.
I watched the Lord of the Rings recently. I kind of got into those.
I have heard non nerds say Lord of the Rings is good. I don't really hear non nerds talking about how good Star Wars is, so I'll avoid that.
Yeah, the original ones I think fucking suck. They're not good. The only ones I have sort of an affinity for are like the ones that came out like when we were like really young. The ones that came out in like the 2000s, even though those ones are just like universally hated by Star Wars fans. I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
those ones because they're just like cheeky and shitty.
Damn. See, I just wasn't a Star Wars. Like, I just wasn't even. I don't know what kind of kid I was. I wasn't even into anything like that much. I was just a kid. But like, yeah, I wasn't watching Star. I'm trying to think of what I was super. I guess I was pretty into Spider-Man as a kid. Like the first three Spider-Man movies.
Those are good ones, like more superhero shit. Like, what about like the X-Men movies?
Now it's really just Spider-Man.
I feel that. You were just a Toby Maguire guy.
Yeah, I was just fucking with Tobey Maguire and his little emo phase in the third movie.
Dude, I've never I love thinking that someone in the writing room was just like, this is what a dope guy looks like.
Like, this is the shit. Fucking dudes are gonna love it.
Women are gonna want to be with him. Men are gonna want to be him.
Oh my god. They're like, should we show his dick in the scene? Should we have him show his dick in the scene? So,
There's one part he's just walking around in like Robert Plant jeans where you can just see his fucking dick and balls.
he's just like doing the jerk to stay alive in Times Square.
That'd be great if they made him like 10 times more aggressive with women during that part too.
Like, sup, bitch. Ridiculous shit.
Instead of just like pointing at chicks, he's just smacking them as he goes by.
Yeah, he's just pulling them into moving vehicles off. Like, get it.
Like there's that one part where he's just at like the dinner with the chick. He just like grabs her. He just starts trying to like pull a fucking.
He's just like, yo, get down here.
It's like I don't know about your spider sense, but mine. They just make him fucking like a sex criminal.
Spider-Man, your friendly neighborhood sex pet.
Jameson's just like, I want those pictures of Spider-Man swinging around naked.
Yeah, it's like Mary Jane was all in his head, completely one-sided. She didn't like him.
Or the scene where they do the famous like upside down kiss. He just keeps lowering more and more to the point she just keeps having to like lower with his head.
Oh my god, that's wild. There's a cutout in the bottom of his Spidey suit. It's hanging.
Like people don't even notice. He's just like webbing through the city and then he finally lands somewhere. He's just like, ha!
Just woo. Just one smile on the city.
Dude, you know what game was good? That Spider-Man PS4 game.
It looks good. I don't really play video games honestly, but that one did look like it would be fun.
That one's
But
good because it's like just a relaxing kind of like. It might sound dumb, but like they did New York City really well. So if you're just kind of bored, like you can just like fucking sling around the city for just like hours on end and just find shit to do. Like it's entertaining.
wait, is the city like accurate, or it just looks like New
Yeah.
York? Oh, well, that's pretty wild.
Like it's New York, but it's like the Marvel New York, so they'll have like Stark Tower or some bullshit in it. But other than that, it's pretty well done.
I do love just all the detail that goes into games and shit these days.
Same. Dude, it's really fucking I'd like it and hated it sometimes because like they can go like I never played Red Dead Redemption 2 just because I heard like yeah, I don't want to spend an hour like sewing pelts together and like going to like trim my beard. Like that's not it's not a game. I'm like I'll just do that in real life. I'm not
I hate games that are chores. Can we just get a fun
yeah,
crossing real quick?
dude,
Just
for real. Like
a bad crossing.
like a mission will be like, "Oh, go deliver the milk to old Annie's prairie." Like why?
It's like what, and then what? Just another thing to do. I hate it.
Yeah, like
Just
what's gonna happen at the end? Is old Annie gonna blow me? Like, what's the payoff here?
what? That'd be wild. It turns into just a graphic sex game. The animals to the people.
They just make it way too violent.
Yeah, it's like why is Animal Crossing rated M? I haven't seen that. They're like, oh, there's a big finish.
Like, yeah, they switched it up from the DS version a little bit.
Yeah, the console version goes hard.
They're like, well, you know how they are animal people, right? Well, they get into how that happens in this game.
Yeah, that would be wild. It's like Animal Crossing Origin. Like, why do I just say the person and not even like, oh, is that Tom Nook? Do I see Tom Nook in this game? I have
Instead,
children?
they have ones where it's like your person Could be like a mix with like an animal if they're like really deformed and like fucked like a mutant version. Just got like a
Yeah,
bugged out eye and like an antler sticking out of your cheek.
it has to evolve a little bit. You don't get to see the final product in Animal Crossing Origins.
Like you can cast out the the undesirables from your town. You just kill them.
Oh, I would love that if you just had full control over the society. You could just have like a caste system just on off how ugly people are. Like you're look at their shit.
You're just like, oh, that's little Timmy. He's got a runt leg and an arm that doesn't work. Just like be send him down the river. Bye.
Little Timmy, he's dead to us, but
He keeps coming back. We should just shoot him at this point.
cannot get rid of fucking Timmy. He's a roach.
It's like, oh yeah, I logged back into my Animal Crossing after a week, and they're just burning crosses on the one deer family's lawn.
There's no way to turn it around. The city is devolving into madness. That would be wild. It's like you can't even like delete the file and start a new game. You just have to live with the mess you made forever.
You just like if squalor just takes over your town, you just have to deal with it.
Yeah, be amazing. Animal Crossing. They should give me the rights to Animal Crossing. That'd be a completely new game.
Just like any, it has like an X rating. Like you can't like you need to get like a background check before you buy it.
You can't even just buy it. It's not like on the store. It's like they're not promoting that. You gotta go to a weird third party website,
Yeah.
Russian link, torrent it.
There's not even like a little disc for it. It's strictly download.
Yeah, it's digital only, and it always gives you a virus. So you just have to.
Yeah. I was about to say there's like a 1 in 5 chance you're just gonna need a new console after downloading.
Yeah, it's like I downloaded Animal Crossing, and now my phone doesn't even work. Like, what is going on? Virus is eating away at all of my technology.
Like I got Animal Crossing and now my laptop camera won't shut off. It's
My
just
laptop camera is rolling, and I can hear heavy breathing at all times.
like I keep getting strange emails asking me for a ransom.
Yeah, it's like Russian emails that I have to translate, and they're asking for 600 USD. I don't know what's going on.
They know really specific information. It's
Yeah,
like, oh, send us $1,000 wire transfer. By the way, your new couch is ugly. It's like, what the fuck?
those shoes do not go with that shirt.
Yeah, they're like heckling you for scamming you for a shitload of money, and also just belittling you as a person.
It's the current shit. It's like nice bit.
Like this guy said, I was gonna try to scam you out of $10,000 because I saw you jerk off through your webcam, but your life looks sad enough. It's like
That's
I know you don't have that kind of money, you loser.
it's like you don't have it. Send me 20. I'll take a yes.
It's like I can see that you just paid for $3 worth of gas and change.
Shade. I can see that you just drove off from the gas station without paying.
It's
Oh,
like, oh, I see you also stole a Snickers bar too. Really?
I've stolen candy a few times the past couple weeks just because, just in the store. Like I'm
Just
never
a
really.
weird little power trip to have over the stores.
Yeah, I've had no shoplifting phases. Like let's get into it.
Dude, my one friend is like a total klepto. Dude, and the way he tries to like justify it, like we'll go out somewhere and be like, dude, $2 for this? No. Who do you think you are? Like, what do you mean?
No, that is the best way to be about it. Honestly, act like it's an injustice, so you have to do it.
Yeah, like they're inconveniencing you more.
Yeah, just permanently created a loop of enabling yourself.
Dude, there's this thing. I don't know if you've heard about it, but in San Francisco, you can now steal up to $1,000 worth of merchandise, and if you get caught, you only get a citation.
What? You keep the stuff?
Huh?
You keep the stuff?
Yeah.
It's so worth it to just steal, just cash out exact
Yeah.
$1,000 worth of stuff.
Like I feel like just no one is like everyone's mindset is just like, well, like why would I do that? Or like if I do it, I'm gonna be the one person that gets like shot by a security guard or like just decked or something.
Yeah, the security guard takes it so seriously. He has a
You're gonna
revolver.
be
He's not even supposed to be armed.
yeah, he's just got like a knife in his sock just waiting for that moment.
But yeah, speaking of crazy shit, have you heard of like Philly's just like not? They just don't care about nonviolent crime anymore. It's just like it's just lawless now. Like there was
Dude.
like an official thing that was just like prostitution, vandalism. Like we don't care. Drugs. That's what's up. I'm proud to live here in GTA City.
Dude, they're doing that in SF, but with quality of life crimes. So you can like shit on the street with no repercussions.
That's
Dude, or like or you can completely obstruct a sidewalk with like your tents and your trash and no one can say anything.
oh well, that's fun. Well, if that's allowed, you should be able to like move them. Like if you and a group of friends just want to pick up the tent with them in it and just move it to a different location.
The amount of times I've thought about vigilante justice, just going out and just starting to just like clean up streets.
Yeah, you're just like, sir, you can't do that. I won't allow it.
Dude, I was talking to this one guy one time. There was when we lived like fucking right in the middle of the shithole of SF. There was this fucking dispensary like a block away from us that we would go to, and you could like sit and like hang out in there and stuff.
Mhm.
And this one guy sat next to me at one time and started telling me how there was people that would basically do that, like there were people that with like vans that would pick up homeless people and drive them over the bridge and then just like kill them. He's like,
Well,
yeah, I know people that have just disappeared.
that is wild. I mean, if you have like a crave, like if you have a thirst for blood, like if you want to get away with it, your best bet is to
Is just a homeless guy, yeah.
because they're not going to investigate that for more. It's like they're not going to investigate that at all.
Oh, they're just some random fucking homeless guy just like I can't find him anymore. They'll be like, good. Oh my god, one less.
They're like, he's homeless. He's around. Keep looking. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like, where do you want me to look? His house? Oh wait.
Like, we're not going to jump again. So
Yeah.
no.
They will raise no alarms in the police station for that.
Yeah. But speaking of dispensaries, I mean, they're not, I don't know if they're dispensaries in Philly, but I live in a not so great neighborhood. And this store, there's like this store that's like a donut shop on the corner that these little Asian ladies own or whatever. And like there's just people that just chilling there, just selling gas all day. Like you just go to the store and just make a transaction with them, and then we don't even look at the people that own it. It's so wild, but it's just like all hours they're just there. And I feel so bad. I'm like, I'll go buy like a cookie or something. Just
Yeah.
like
Dude, as you're walking out, just be like, ah, shit. Like, fuck.
let me get a water.
Yeah, we get a water. Or just be like, do you know what would go good with this?
But now with the quarantine, that place is shut down. So now they just conducting business just on the literal corner.
They're just right outside.
Yeah, just outside with it. I don't think anyone cares.
Dude, I think there are places in Philly. I just haven't looked into it at all. Because my cousin who lives in Pennsylvania was telling me he was at one today.
Oh, dispensaries? No, I do
Yeah.
actually. I do think they are in Philly. I actually think it's not hard to get one. Like if you're gonna get a medical card in Philly, now that I think about it, because I know
Yeah, it
people
can't be.
telling me like because of Corona, they were doing like online evaluations in Philly, which that's
Hmm.
what they do in SF, right?
That's how I got mine. Yeah, when I needed it. Most janky thing ever.
Yeah, like if they're doing that shit in Philly now, like that, I'm gonna have to get on that.
Dude, that was the most bunk operation. Like it literally, like an evaluation isn't even a fair word. The guy was like, "So what's going on?" I was just like, having trouble sleeping." He's like, "All right, let's get you sleeping. I'm emailing you the thing now." It was literally that fast. I'm not joking.
And it's like that guy's a doctor. Like what?
Hang on, I'll show you him real quick.
Oh, like a pick.
Yeah, dude, I'll pull him up. Francis D'Ambrosio.
Oh my god,
Here, I'll share my screen real quick.
damn Bozier.
This
Oh
guy.
god, that guy does not look like a doctor.
No, dude, the thing is, I looked him up. He's a dental surgeon
Oh,
who
you don't
also just has this side business.
just decide of it. That's so shady. I love it.
Dude, that would be such like a nice come up though if you had to go in for some dental surgery and you just see like on his wall that he also does that and you're like, "While I'm here, doc."
Yeah, you're like, oh, you do. Wait, can I do that in here? That'd be tight.
He just
But
brings you to like a separate smaller little office that he has and it's just got like rugs and shit and incense.
yeah, there's like hookah in there for some reason. There's weird music playing.
Just like Buddha statues.
But I love that he looks like when you look at him on Google Images, it looks like his job is to be in stock photos.
Yeah, that's so true.
Like he's just an NPC looking guy.
Just a Getty Images, just background.
Yeah. Yeah, but you can't even see a picture of him without the Getty images in your mind.
Even like if you just take a picture of him with your iPhone, it just naturally comes up.
Yeah, it's a part of him. He probably has it tatted on his like chat. Getty says that.
He just has it like blacklit tattooed on him, so it only comes up on pictures and like UV tattoos.
That would be sick. Yeah, is that a thing?
I know blacklight tattoos are a thing.
Oh, but no, like reflective tattoos would it have to be, I guess.
That'd be crazy. When someone takes a picture and your face is just a flash of light.
Yeah, it's like your whole face, or no, just your entire body.
Yeah, you're just like an entity when someone takes a picture of you.
Just completely soaked in the ink. Like, did you ever get any more tats, or you just have the one?
I used to have the one.
Oh, that. I still try to get one. Once this Corona shit's over, it's going down.
Yeah, I can never decide on a thing or like a time and place.
Yeah, it's like I can't decide on a thing really. I wish I got them a couple years ago, and I was a bit more reckless. Because now it's like I
Yeah.
gotta have forever. And if I got one back then, it would be like fuck it, I'll deal with it.
Yeah.
But I need to get that mindset back because it really doesn't matter. It's like you have a drawing on your body. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, and plus too, I mean, it depends where you get it too. Like I never see mine unless I'm like taking a shit or in the shower.
True, true. I'll say it again, one right here. Big teardrop.
Dude, me and my friends, my friends I lived with sophomore year in San Francisco, dude, we part of like our humor was just making just like outrageous claims about each other, just like shit that makes no sense. And dude, it really doesn't translate well to like other groups, kind of. Like I'm trying to think of one for like like let's just say we were talking about like country music and we were talking about like Kenny Chesney or something. And like part of our humor would be like, Justin, I heard you're trying to get Kenny Chesney tattooed across your forehead. And dude, anytime I do that with someone like back home, they're like, "What do you mean?" I'm like,
oh, I do the same shit, dude. Like my fucking I had this philosophy professor that had this weird experimental album. It was like his like musical name was Ben Baru. And he was wearing a t-shirt that just said Ben Baru on it and it had the album on it. And I was just talking to this girl. I was like, yo, Ben Baru is your favorite album, right? I always hear that playing from your room when I'm walking out.
dude, that shit, yeah.
Blaring. No, that is truly a bad music. Bad music. Should be ashamed.
You should be like, Professor, as a student of music, let me tell you firsthand, that is trash.
Yeah, it is garbage.
It's garbanzo beans, man.
Yeah, for real. I hated that philosophy class. Oh my god. It met once a week, and one time I went a full month without going, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, I probably failed because the rule is like if you go 2 weeks without being in a class, then you're not in the class anymore according to school. But he didn't really take it
Damn.
like that, so I was fine.
Dude, my philosophy professor was so funny. He was like he had like tenure, so he really didn't give a fuck. Like he can just work there till he dies.
Yeah, the
And
old they don't give a fuck. I mean, yeah.
dude, he would literally teach class sometimes leaning up against the blackboard with his hands in his pockets.
Oh my god,
So like, how am I supposed to care at all when you clearly don't?
the world's most casual professor. Because look how cool and casual he is, leaned up against the wall. Easy for easy.
Dude, I had this one I needed to take this one like 2 credit class that started like in the middle of the semester just for credits basically. And it had nothing to do with my major. It was called like Intro to Teaching Professions. So it's like if you're an education major, you can take this class just for like credit, but I just took it too for some reason. And dude, the woman lost my respect in the first 10 seconds of class because she walked in and insisted, number one, that we call her by her first name. And she said, "Oh, guys, I also don't teach with shoes on. So let me kick these puppies off." And was just walking around in socks.
Fuck, man.
I was like, fuck no, Cody. Not happening.
No respect. I really hate seeing people kick their shoes off in public. It's just like
Same.
keep them on. Like,
Even if it's like, even if you're wearing like something that slips off easy, like flip flops or some shit. Like I hate seeing 2 flip flops in front of someone
oh,
and then their feet behind them.
oh, I hate that shit. When I catch at a glance, and I'm like, is that fucking person barefoot? So I'm like, oh, those flip flops are like 10 feet away. I guess those.
Like, dude, maybe a year ago I saw someone go into I saw some lady walk into an airplane bathroom with no shoes on. She had socks on, but still. I was I was like, you might as well cut your feet off. That's putrid.
Feet are forever unclean at that point.
Yeah.
And in a weird way, it's like barefoot is objectively worse, but for some reason, socks is like a little more gross. It's like, what if they get wet? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Especially for
just,
something like that where like a bathroom where like the shit that you're stepping in will just seep into your sock.
yeah, it's like then your sock is just like, what do you have another pair of socks on deck? Like, your foot is soaking in whatever that is.
Yeah. Like if you're fully barefoot, fully barefoot, I guess that you could take the time to like wipe them down or some shit, but you just need to trash the socks.
Yeah, yeah, but it's like there's nothing you can do to your feet. Like if you were barefoot and you stepped in like a puddle of piss in front of a urinal, it's like there's nothing you could wash your feet, but they're not gonna feel clean after that.
Yeah, you're just gonna need to like sand down the bottom of your foot.
Yeah, it's like I gotta peel off the affected layer of skin and just leave the clean underneath.
You just like you intentionally like sunburn the bottom of your feet just so that layer of skin comes off.
I'd be trying everything, dude. Like sometimes my dick touches the bowl, and I'm like, I need like a new circumcision or some shit. Like this is wild. I can't even believe that just happened. And it's specifically like the bowl in my house might be kind of shallow. Like I'm not saying I'm a behemoth. I mean,
No,
but
I know what you mean.
yeah, it's
I
it's
need a new circumcision.
it's like you guys got to take a little off the top.
Stop, yeah.
That feels.
Oh, dude, I was thinking about the Germany trip the other day.
Oh shit! I haven't thought about that in a while. That was great.
Dude, that was fun. That was definitely like a top tier trip for me that I've ever taken.
Yeah, dude, that was my best experience outside of the country. I only left the country twice.
Dude, that shit was like, and I hate now that we like, as fun as it was and how great it was, thinking back, we could have had like like we could have just done more fun shit.
Oh, I know. I know.
Dude,
It's
like,
it's really just fun. Like there's nothing you can even say. It's like we were
yeah.
stifled by Brooke Smith and Sarah Kelly.
And Brian Howard.
Yeah, Brian Howard, who's like he's supposed to be the cool one, I guess, but it's like it's still
Yeah.
much going for it.
Woody.
Yeah, and
Fuck
then
that guy, dude. That guy was a nerd.
oh my gosh, it actually Woody, holy shit, Woody sucked. And he had no business being there. He wasn't a teacher. He was a husband of a teacher.
Yeah.
Stay home. You get to stay home.
Dude, him and Miss Smith were married and stayed in different rooms.
Yeah, it's like literally what? Like literally, what is the explanation besides that you hate each other?
Yeah, like why even go? Like what fun are you having there?
He should have stayed home. They're probably just like they both knew the other one would cheat if they weren't together. So they had to stay
Yeah.
home. Both to resent each other fully.
Brooke Smith knew that if she left Woody alone, she'd just come back to a dead husband.
Just hanging and rotting in the home.
It's like, yeah, dealing with him on this trip will be easier than cleaning up his corpse.
Yeah, it's like he's rotting too. It's like it was day one. It was like as soon as the flight took off, he was dead.
It's like I got there and he hung himself, but the body fell off from the head.
It was it was a scene. I didn't even know. Someone had to explain it to me after the fact.
She still doesn't even care. She's just like, and he landed right on my nice rug.
And yeah, he got blood all over my knife.
Like even dead, he's fucking me over.
Like even yeah, even in death, just annoying, just a headache. Good riddance.
he's, he's just a minor inconvenience after another.
He's a minor injured. She sees him lying there, and she's like, "I have to get a new rug. This was my favorite rug."
Dude, she opens the door and just sees it, and her first reaction is just, oh. It's like now this. It's like I have to unpack and clean this guy up.
Jesus Christ. Maybe I'll just do me next. I just can't even deal with it.
She just starts to note there's more and more shit like Annie left the car with no gas. There's only the end piece of bread left. Who
He
leaves
left
one piece of bread?
milk in the bottom of the jug. Hello.
Like, really? You left a third of a bowl of Cheerios worth in the box, you pansy?
That shit, that shit is so annoying when it happens to you, but it's undefeated when you do it. When you leave like one spoonful of ice cream in the tub in the
Yeah.
freezer, you don't feel like to plug it out. It's like who cares? Someone's gonna
Yeah.
be disappointed, but it's not me.
Yeah. You just have to make the mental note to not like screw yourself over with it.
Yeah, it's like you just gotta remember that you don't have any more.
Yeah.
I used to be wild when I was a kid. Like I would just eat my brothers and sisters' leftovers and just be like, fuck it. Like I'll deal with it when they get mad at me. But right now I'm gonna enjoy this food.
Dude, I would do that in I do that in Advisor. We would always have Pop Tarts and I would finish the last one but leave all the boxes in there.
That's disrespectful.
It's because you know immediately the second like you shift the weight, you're like, motherfucker.
As soon as you pick it up, it's like you're about to throw it across the road. Like
Yeah.
the box shifting and nothing, and you're like, maybe no, no. You give it like a slight shake, and you hear nothing, and you're like, yeah, there's nothing.
Yeah, you pick it up. You don't even have to open it, but you're like, you know, there's nothing in there, but you're just like, maybe if I open it, then, like one will appear.
Yeah, it's like I feel like that maybe happened before or something where I thought it was empty and there was one, but that's never happened before. If you think it's empty, it's
The only time that'll happen is like with Oreos or something, where there'll be one tucked in, like under the part of the sleeve
empty.
you can't see.
Yeah, yeah, that shit's tight. That shit's tight.
It's nice, but it is almost like as frustrating to own. Like, who eats one Oreo?
Oh well, yeah. Well, who leaves the Oreo?
Who leaves one fucking Oreo?
It's like who would leave an Oreo packet with one hidden Oreo? The only one, and you gotta look for it. That's so hateful.
That is, that's so rude.
And just finish it.
Like, I would literally be like scared. Like, if you moved in with like a roommate or something that you didn't know that well, they just crack open a thing of Oreos, take out one, and then put it back.
Be like, you
Yeah.
takes out one, eats it in one bite, and just swallows it. Doesn't do it.
Chew. You just see it go down their fucking neck. They
Yeah,
even
then
struggle a little bit, but they make no big deal about it. Like, oh, oh, ah.
he's, he's just like, why do Oreos have to hurt so much? He's kind of suck when you factor in the pain. It's like they're pretty good without it.
Dude, so they just don't know. It's like, oh, they're my favorite cookie, but just so painful.
Yeah, it's like there's something about it. I don't know what it is. Maybe texture. Remember when Price was talking about the fucking texture of the food in Tiffany? That shit still has me dying, dude. Oh wait, what did he say? He was like, "Oh, it's really good. It just needs some texture, like a little."
Texture. Dude,
I was
it's
just like,
funny you
"What the fuck are you talking
talking about. Yeah, roll that back. Dude, it's
about?"
funny you say that. I was thinking the other day how weird it would be like if some like if you were eating a food and someone asked like any food and someone asked like how is it? And your first like thing to go to is like, well, the mouth feel on this is pretty out of this world.
The mouth feel. I will never talk about the mouth feel. That's
Mouth feel.
yeah. Like yeah, it's got a gritty mouth feel.
Mouth feel. Dude, that's oh, remember Fruit Fest?
Fruit fest. Fruit fest was a great time.
Dude, so I literally just started eat at 22 years old. I finally started eating apples,
Okay, okay.
and
What type of apples you fucking with?
my dude, I've tried a bunch, and by far my favorite are Golden Delicious.
Golden delicious. My favorite is a two-way tie. Gala and Honeycrisp. They both go.
Ooh,
They both are so good.
they're good. My dad fucks with those and Fuji's. He really likes.
Fuji's are great. Can we agree that Red Delicious is just trash?
Garbage, dude.
Red Delicious has a gritty mouthfeel.
Dude, that's what I was gonna say. I didn't know what the word for it was. That when it has that shitty taste, it's mealy.
Yes, the
Uh,
Red Delicious is really good.
me,
But you know what I've been fucked with? Oranges, dude.
really?
Oranges are crazy. I mean, I was for like a couple weeks. I was eating like three, four oranges a day. Like it was going hard on the oranges. I slowed up a little bit, but I still appreciate them. I think probably a top three fruit.
I can see that. I could just have like I remember this is gonna sound fucking weird, but I got like fucking constipated for like a week. And I kept having this orange flavored like Metamucil shit or whatever, some fiber bullshit to help try to like clear me out. So I just have the worst association with the flavor of just anything orange now.
Wait, was that like your first experience with orange?
No, that wasn't my first. It was just like how like if you get food poisoning and like you just don't fuck with the food
Oh,
after that, it's like that kind of thing.
yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Random, slightly related story. Did I ever tell you about the time where I ate nothing but flaming hot Cheetos for a whole day? And
Oh,
they're moving to a new apartment just in the summer heat, and I was just like exhausted. Like I think I would have been better off eating nothing, but like the flame
definitely.
just sitting solo in my stomach was just draining just my energy, my spirit. And then I was like, we were just at, we were like in Pittsburgh. We were helping her move into her apartment. And I was like, Mom, I need to shit so bad. Like, it's ridiculous. And I know, like, my sister's like really particular. So I was like, I know if I take a shit in her brand new apartment, like, she's going to make a big deal about it because it's just the way she is. So I was like, we have to drive to the hotel so I could shit. And she was like, okay, and we did. And when I shat, the shit was bright red, dude.
Yeah, I was about to say you probably just shit out a giant hot Cheeto.
Not even. I wish it was one piece, dude. Just liquid
Oh,
red. It was like lava. It was like the closest you could get to shitting lava. Just spicy bright red diarrhea.
did it hurt? I bet it hurt.
Hurt so much. I wanted to keep it inside of me. It hurt so much.
Dude, there was this hot sauce place. You know Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco? Well, it's just like one of the touristy areas, and they have like this for whatever reason, just this cheeky hot sauce store. So they have a In and Out there. So that's why I went to get lunch at In and Out. And then I was like, oh fuck it, I'll go check out the fucking hot sauce place and see if there's anything good. So I went and I was just like trying, like they have a bunch of the samples you can do. So I was just trying a bunch of stuff and I was like, oh damn, these are pretty good. And some of them were like pretty hot. But I picked out a couple, and as I was like paying for them, the guy in line behind me, he was like signing the waiver to try like the hottest one they had there. And I saw him do it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, man, I'm trying this. It's gonna be epic." And I was like, well, "I feel like a pussy now." So I was like, "All right, fuck it." I signed it.
Oh my.
Um, so even before like this was happening as the guy in front of me was paying, so I had all my stuff ready, and I was like signing it, and then I moved my stuff up. So he gives it to us, like, I try it, and then as like the guy starts to ring up my stuff, I can like feel it, like it's fucking starting, and I just start fucking downpouring in sweat, and I'm start like yelling at the guy. I'm like, ring my shit up fucking faster, asshole. And I had to run across like 2 blocks because there was a Ben and Jerry's, and I just got a giant ice cream, and just like some big like retarded savage, I just sat in the one stool they had, and I just went like wah, 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 like eating it like a bird.
You got a cone.
Yeah, I gotta go.
And
I s-
those are a female trait. You'll never see me with a cone.
Dude, a big waffle cone? Get out of here. You're so wrong. It
Nah,
adds so much to it.
nah, only the cops. What do I look like looking at a ball of ice cream? I'm a grown man. Give me a spoon. I use
Nah,
utensils.
I lean into it. I lean into it. I go for the full waffle cone with a couple scoops. But dude, because I didn't even want to wait for like the milkshake. I was like, just fucking throw it in, dude.
But I do just love the vibe of like someone holding an ice cream cone. It's just like that vibe of like childlike glee. Like they're
Yeah,
just
yeah,
having a great time with that ice.
exactly. But dude, where I was going with that story, so I tried this hot sauce and it was the worst shit I've ever had, like taste wise. Like it was so hot. And then sure enough, it felt like I had fucking the worst hemorrhoids you can imagine when I took a shit later on because it was literally just fire.
That that is some of the worst pain. I mean, it doesn't hurt the worst, but I just hate it the most out of all the
Yeah.
pain experience because it's just like it's gonna be a whole thing. Like a little comes out and it burns. And you're like, Jesus Christ, this is gonna
Yeah,
suck.
and none of those shits are ever like just clean logs. Like they're always the ones where you like fucking have to like piss out your ass first.
Least efficient shit.
Yeah.
Glad this is evolving into poop talk.
Dude, they're the kind of shits where you need like a shower after. You're like, fuck toilet paper. That's not gonna do anything.
I need a cool shower for my burning anus. It is
Yeah. Oh man.
uh,
Dude, we're at an hour 45.
oh shit, it doesn't even feel like it. That's wild.
Dude, we gotta do more of these.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Let's get uh let's pencil in another episode, dude.
Yeah, I'm with it. I mean,
Are these like days like what days work for you?
well, I don't do anything ever.
Fair enough.
So so whatever.
Dude, because I've been like as much as I like doing it fucking it's so hard to do fucking solo.
I could not do it. Respect to you for filling the time by yourself. I literally could not imagine.
It's hard. So, if you're down to like keep doing them,
Yeah,
let's
sure.
fucking let's make it happen because dude, as you can see, they're fun.
Yeah, it's chill.
Um would
It,
you be
it,
down like Friday to do another one?
oh yeah,
Bet, dude. Sick.
with it.
I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, just for anyone listening that's made it to the hour 45 mark, I should have said it earlier, but I'll link your fucking I'll link the SoundCloud
Oh, bad, bad,
in
bad.
the description so everyone can check it out.
Yeah, see the music that I put out.
Fuck yeah, man. Dude, Bravo was sick. I like that track a lot.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. I already made like it's the thing about music with me. It's like as soon as I drop something, I'm like, that was shit. Because it's like
I know
I
the
just
feeling, yeah.
do it. It's like that was so much better. Like I made a song today, and I'm like, this is better than any song on that EP. Because
Mhm.
you can really just sit. Because I was like, this is gonna be a 4 song EP, and I was like, I just made a bunch of songs, so I was gonna cut it down to 4. But it's like
Mhm.
you can really just do that forever and keep on making a better EP. Like at some point, you just gotta be like, all right, dropping it.
Yeah. I feel that. Well, I mean, as long as you keep doing it, they'll only just keep getting better with time.
But yeah, I'm about to just start dropping songs instead of EPs. I feel like that'd be more fun. It's just
Yeah, it
like,
kind of takes the pressure out. Like I feel like when you drop like an actual like project, you just want it to do like I don't know, just like more thought goes into it. So you want it to do like you have some sort of vision for it. Whereas if you just put out songs and just like see what happens.
yeah, yeah, because it's kind of like you make a song and then it's like you have to play off that song for the rest of the EP in a way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's like I kind of like the feel of like you could just make a song And then the next day do a completely different vibe and then have another song. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Yeah, so
All right,
that's
I'm
what
gonna.
these days.
Mm-hmm.
And Spawn's dropping some music soon too.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. Well,
Yeah,
on the next whenever that's out, we'll fucking send it my way. And we'll talk about it on here too.
yeah, that shit's been in the works for a minute. So
Hell yeah.
crazy.
Alright, I'm gonna stop the recording, but hang back for a sec.
All right, but
All right. Yeah, so this was episode 13. Thank you again, Justin, for joining me. This was so much fucking fun.
oh no problem, man. I had a good time.
Yeah, dude. So tune in Friday for episode 14. See y'all.